That lovely fire. A nice aesthetic pile of wood Mr H has made out of my former neighbours, the Zhang's garden. There you go. There's some shots. If you live in a flat and you've never seen it, don't get often to get out. Just pretend that you're in a wood just by watching these videos. You're quite safe though, because you won't get accosted by a flasher.
The 70s type wheeze.
Organ donation, Mr H.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts upon it, and would you personally donate your organs for somebody else?
Somebody you don't know? No, I wouldn't, so.
I concur. I wouldn't really. I mean, it might be selfish, but I just believe you should leave the earth as you came into it.
With everything inside.
Yeah, I'm under no illusion that we'll take this body to the next dimension and all this carry on.
Yeah.
But I just don't personally believe in it. It might be a controversial video. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm same, so I mean, it's. No, I wouldn't. I just don't know it. I think it's one of those questions. Initially, you just know answer to.
You shouldn't be asked, really. Yeah, I think there's a lot of it these days. They try to force people to do it. I mean, you should rather want to do it. We shouldn't be forced into it.
Well, they was on about, weren't they, trying to bring it in. It was controversial at times.
Mandatory.
If you didn't state that you didn't want your organs to be donated, then they'd assume you did.
Well, you know, some of these babies were aborted. They're experimenting on them with stems, and quite fucking sinister, really. What's going on, really, behind closed doors?
Well, it is, but you know, no, it's just something I'm not comfortable with. I know the concerns. So was it Matty? You're dead. I suppose you could argue, and I'm surprised it's not been sold as you've cheated death in a roundabout way, or at least part of you has.
Yeah, your DNA will live on, so to speak. But
well, there you go. That's a classic one, isn't it? Could you imagine if you ended up with bloody something from Peter Sutcliffe? And you ended up later.
Well, have you ever heard? There's a documentary once. I didn't watch it. I got told about it by a comedian I used to know called Frankie Allen, and the documentary was people who had heart transplants.
Yeah.
When they had the transplant, they suddenly took up new hobbies or interests in things.
I've heard this as well.
Things. See, what people don't realise is the heart has as many neurons as the brain. When we all said, we don't say follow our brain. We also follow the heart, or my heart's not in it, not my brain's not in it. You know what I mean, kind of things. And
yeah,
the heart, there is a heart consciousness. What we've got out of our head. Now people think with their heads, which is your head isn't always kind of your best judge. Because we all know we get instinctual feelings about things when somebody says, "I'm going to do this," or "How do you feel about that?" And you'll get a feeling inside where your body says, "Fuck that," but your head will say, "Well, yes, it could work."
Well, the old thing.
Have you ever been in them situations in your life where you've got an instinctual feeling inside yourself that contradicted your head?
I don't know if you've ever had this, but you know, you meet someone or whatever, and the old thing of, you know, your heart skipped a beat. Yeah. That's because there is an actual emotion that's imprinted on your heart as well as your mind.
Yeah.
Your head doesn't skip a beat.
No, it doesn't, does it? Just processes information. Our heads are mostly full of shit, really. Some of these people who watch these videos will agree with. Full of shit. But you know, that is a thing really about you following your heart and kind of not really listening to your head, because your head's just no,
it's just a computer. I think that your brain, in that respect, is soulless, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your soul isn't in your brain.
No, it's in your heart, isn't it?
You know, it's a little bit deep, this one, I must admit.
Yeah, and the heart's mentioned in many texts and of old and things, but the brain isn't really come into it, does it? It's just just processing information, rightly or wrongly, depending on how you've been brought up, thus how you have been programmed.
However, we do say technically that when somebody's brain dead, they're dead.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just, I don't know.
Who knows, but you should follow your heart anyway. It's easier said than done, granted, but there you go. We're going to leave it there. We'll give you some flameshots.net.